Hey everyone, welcome back to another random website audit. I am Logan Shinholster. I'm going to be running through a painting company in San Antonio's website to talk about what's great about it and what needs some help. And as always, I'm going to be running through the big five of what your website needs to be or have as a contracting business. So I just did a Google search, painting company in San Antonio. Let's see what we got. So the first one, I'm good with that. 4.8 stars with 88 total reviews. So Texas Professional Painting, I love the sounds of it. I would, as a consumer, go ahead and click on that. All right, so the first thing we want to look at is number one is initial gut reaction. So what the initial gut reaction, the whole point of this is potential prospects or consumers, when they get on your website, you really got, I think it's like 50 milliseconds for them to make a snap decision or snap judgment on if you're a company they want to work with. Right? And if you are, then the rest of the time that they're on your website, it's, they're already painting in a good light. But if it's a bad first impression, the rest of the time that you're on your website, they're probably thinking, you know what? I don't know about them, and you have to dig yourself out of a hole. So as I go through this on the initial gut reaction, just based on what I see, this is a very good company. I mean, we have 4.8 stars. I love the way that their website is laid out. Okay, so the first piece is it's not cluttered. It's not overly done. It has some nice pictures here. It explains some of the things that they do. Request an estimate. 4.9 stars over 71. So all in all, I mean, like my initial gut reaction of this, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, we're all judgmental people. Like we talked about this, don't judge a book by its cover, but that's just not how humans make decisions. They make decisions based on judgments. And whether we like it or not, we are going to make a decision about this company just based on our own personal judgments. So when I see this initially, if this was a cluttered website, which we see a lot of, then it would be a bad negative experience because it would feel chaotic, right? 94% of people will choose if they want to learn more about a topic or a company or whatever it is based on how the website looks. So funny enough, when people come in, they come on in, they scroll down, they scroll back up, and then they decide what they want to do next. And we learn that they do this scroll by actually putting on like recording software on a lot of our clients, contracting clients' websites, because we want to see how do prospects use the website. And they scroll down, they scroll back up, and then they decide what options they want to take. So I like this. The first initial, gut reaction, it's a good one. I like it. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on in. So the first call to action that we have is view our work. So let's see what we got. Just as a overall idea, I don't like the sliding back and forth. I'll talk about that a little bit more and why. I don't like that necessarily, but the rest of it, it's not a big deal. So painting gallery, house painting, commercial, restoration, staining interior, exterior. And what I'm doing here is I'm just, the first thing is gut reaction. The second aspect of what we want to look for on a website is ease of use. How simple is it to use the website? Because when a website feels chaotic and we don't know what to do, and we don't feel like we're being guided by the client, then it gets frustrating, right? Like imagine when you walk into like a Chipotle, for example, and you see the sign that says order here and you see the sign that says pay here. It's nice and easy. It's easy to use. You know what to do, right? There's a local salad place up here in Charlotte, and when I walk in, there's no sign. You just stand there and I'm like, and it's the same line, cook style, and I say, hey, where do I order from? And they say, well, anywhere you want. And I'm like, that's not easy at all. That's actually a total pain in the butt. So we want to guide them throughout the whole process. So ease of use is big on that. So right now they're guiding us from the home page, the painting gallery, to house painting. Let's see, get your free estimate. Cool. And at the bottom it says get your free estimate. So I like it. So ease of use, initial gut reaction scale of 1 to 10, you're probably looking at about a 9. It's a solid overall feel to the website. And then ease of use at this point is it's walking me through what I want to do. So you're probably about an 8 on this one. So far it's good. I like it a lot. Get your free estimate. It seems like this is going to be all over the place. So it's simple to use, but it's not forcing you to get an estimate on every single page. okay? One thing I would change about this is with painting as a whole. Painting is like staining wood. It looks nice, and you definitely need a before and after to really sell the sizzle, because I can't tell you how many times a painting client will send me pictures of the same house, and all they've done is they've changed it from light pink to light green. But I don't know that. I don't know if they change it from light green to light pink or vice versa. So just showing the before and after that you know how to paint adds that credibility. But if you ride home on the fact that you're the best painting company out there because you paint everything with no streaks, a lot of painting companies do that. That's not really what makes you unique. So I personally would probably not make this #1 button right there as view our work. If you want to have view our work, that's fine, but I would have that button off to the left, and off to the right, I would have get a free estimate. I like that. Like it gets right to the point of what you want. All right. I also like on their website that they have 2 options. So what they're effectively letting you do is they're letting you guide yourself. Do you want to go house painting or commercial painting? Let's try house. Let's see what we got. So, all right, we got video. So I like this because they have a video right here. Let me see what it looks like.
The entire house was painted white, and it took us many years to realize that the thing that we were missing was a little bit of color on the wall. So we contacted Texas Professional Painting. They came in and they were in and out in 4 days, which just blew my mind. It's changed everything. My daughter's white room is now Princess Pink, and she loves it. We were able to do a beautiful accent wall in our living room, which we had all white before, and it just changed our house from feeling like a house to feeling like a home. It's funny, our neighbors came over.
Listen to what she said. She said they came in, it took them, they were in and out in 4 days, which blew me away, and they made our house not feel like a house, but actually feel like a home because it was all white before. So what she told us is, one, she told us why she wants her house painted, which is she wants the house to feel like it's more of a home, to feel more personalized to them. And then 2, what she said was she explained why Texas Professional Painters was fantastic. So here's what I expect this website to talk about over here in the text. I expect it to talk about, 1, how when you hire a painting company, they're going to turn your house into a home because that's the initial why somebody's hiring you. And then 2, after you sell the service or the product you want to sell yourself, it sounds like speed is everything to them. Speed and efficiency. So what I'm expecting is when I read this page, it's going to talk about, hey, first, you get your home the way that you want. It's your biggest investment you've ever had. If your walls are white, you need to put some color on it to get your personality and your feel on it. And then once you sell the consumer on the idea that they definitely need to hire a painting company in general, now let's switch and sell ourselves and then say, and by the way, here's why Texas Professional is the best. It's because we get in, we get out, we know it's your home, we are efficient because we understand that you don't want to feel like a stranger in your own home. So all I'm doing is I'm taking exactly what this customer of theirs said as far as why they hired a painting company in general, and then why they hired this specific one or why they like this specific one, because those are really the 2 main reasons why somebody hires a painting company. 1, because they want stuff painted to feel more like theirs, and 2, when they actually look to hire somebody, speed is everything. So let's see if Texas Professional Painting captures that. Your home is your sanctuary, so it should be beautiful to look at. Our residential painters are quality craftsmen. They walk you through the entire process, whether you're looking for interior refresh or this or that. So house painting services. So we understand the importance of a good first impression. Allow our paint. See, it doesn't really feel it. So the first sentence that they say is, your home is your sanctuary, so it should be beautiful to look at. And then now we go right into quality, affordable prices. We'll walk you through everything. Whether you're looking to have an interior refresh. So this sentence right here, your home is your sanctuary, so it should be beautiful to look at. That needs to be expanded upon. We need to talk more about that, because the more that we can say, here's how it should be beautiful to look at, and here's how you should feel inside your own home. You shouldn't have to look at white walls like it's an office. You should look at something that the colors resonate with you. It brings you energy when you walk in the room. I would focus way more on that And then once we get through that, then we can talk about the actual company itself, which is our residential painters are quality craftsmen who prove top-notch results at a, that should be provide. That's all right, I'm good with that. Who provide top-notch results at affordable prices. They walk through. So again, if this client is saying how fast and efficient this company is, then why are we talking about quality craftsmen at affordable prices? This should be talking about speed and efficiency on this site, because I can't imagine that she's the only one that liked this company for this reason. If she talked about, you know what, they came in and they were quality craftsmen all through it, then this makes sense. But this is, they're not speaking the customer's language. They're speaking to what they think the customer cares about. But in reality, the customer already told us what they care about. So from a personalization standpoint, which is a number 3, or which is a 3, or not the third of the 5 things we look at on a website, they're getting probably about a 5, just for the fact that they kind of touch on it, but they don't, like, the customer literally tells them exactly why they hired a painting company and exactly why they loved this specific one. And Texas Professional Painting failed to really touch on that. That's number 3. Number 4 is, how well do they show it? All of us say, oh, we're the best because of this, we're best because of that. But if till you can show it and prove what you're talking about, then what's it matter? So let's see. Okay, so don't take our word for it. Read our clients' testimonials and see why we are the best house painting company in San Antonio. So some of the popular ways to show what you're talking about is, if you talk about, you know, a quality product, then you should have on this page before and after pictures, or at least a couple, just to back up a little bit, right? And then if they talk about speed, how are you efficient at this? Or show testimonials from other clients that say, here's why they're the best. It's because they're fast. All right, I can't stop going outside. This was our first experience hiring professional painters, and we were so happy with the experience. A lot of skill and attention to detail went into the job, and each team member was hardworking, professional, and personable. Okay, so this one does talk about the quality side of things. So maybe I'm off on this. Maybe I just saw one testimonial and then just assume that that's the only reason, but we'll see. Easiest painting companies I've ever worked with. They were nice, truly good job. So this is more on a communication-based thing. Let's see what they say. I could not be more quality of work and professionalism. Okay. After Andres, while I was working at a home show yesterday, a couple came up and told us that you called, and it went on and how great you are. I thought it was pretty cool. Painting all of the professionally and good crew. It's kind of, oh wow, they really go far. Thank you again. I'm okay with overdoing the testimonials, because nobody's going to read all these, but it's good to show, like, hey, look, we're just going to oversaturate you with testimonials. It's not a style that we generally build them, but it's not a negative, I would say. Although I'm not sure how big. Thank you for your professional work. So, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, the quality of the work is good. I'll drop your name. Just want to say thank you for the great work. The bathroom walls look amazing. It's a big difference. I really appreciate how quickly you got everything done this week and how nice it was. His crew always showed up on time and worked fast. So the speed thing is big then. So that's another thing I would 100% hit on, is the speed. And then if you're going to talk about, hey, look, you know, we are big on quality of work. Here's a couple before and afters. And then here's a couple testimonials that speak specifically on the quality of work. And then the next thing down on that page is, also, we focus big on production speed and efficiency. We don't want to be in your home and making you feel like a stranger in your own home. And then what do? We show a couple testimonials that says they worked fast, right? Imagine, put yourself in a homeowner's shoes. That's big. So we want to show this a little bit more. They do a lot of that with the testimonials. So all in all, I would give them probably a 7 or an 8 on the testimonial, on the show me side, because these testimonials back it up. So I like that. And then the last piece of this 5-step process is, how close to proper website best practices do they sit? And here's why. Because a lot of website developers these days like to do these cute websites that are really out there and really futuristic, but unfortunately, if somebody gets in a car that it's very futuristic and they don't know where any of the buttons are, You know, like imagine you're driving down the highway and you get a flat tire and you got to pull over and put on your emergency lights, your blinkers, and you have no idea where that red triangle is. You go into panic because you're like, oh my God, where is this button? I know it's here somewhere because it has to have it. Where is it? And that's how people get if your website is too futuristic. So they do a fantastic job of having the call now or get a quote now in the top right, and it stands out. It looks good. I like it. I don't like this swimming back and forth because it feels it's a bit quick. And when it's quick and fast like that, it is a bit of chaos that goes into it. It makes people feel a little bit like they're being rushed. And that's not how you want your client to feel. You want them to feel like they're in control of the whole thing. But I like that button. They do a great job with that. You know, all in all, like the best practices, this is a solid website, you know? So other than this one little thing, I mean, I would say best practices, you're probably still at like a 10, right? 10 is not perfect because nothing in life is perfect, but you know, I was a diver all through college and they scale things on a score of 0 to 10. And in the world of diving, 10 isn't perfect, 10 is exceptional. And I would say the layout of this website is exceptional. So all in all, Texas Professional Painting, fantastic reviews, fantastic website. I bet they do a lot of business just based on the fact that their website is laid out in the way that it is. You can tell they put a lot of time and effort into it. Yeah, I like it a lot. So there's a website review. Do me a favor, drop down below. Tell me if you agree with what I'm saying or you disagree because there's something else going on that I'm totally missing. So just let me know, agree or disagree. Yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you very much. That is a website review.